joining me. It's my privilege. Because you see, this is research and career. So research and career in bioscience, and there are students who joined in from English, history, political science. Anybody from philosophy? Do we have philosophy here? No. Let me address those people first. Okay? Career in bioscience. Let me speak. One guy from English came in, right? Literature. Language of science, communication of science is so important. So important. Yesterday I was speaking in Alia University in Kolkata, in the Department of Biosciences. I had to lower my level of science to the level of master's students. If I do not learn enough the art of the language, I will not be able to communicate anything. So, you are good if you want to become a medical writer in bioscience. You are game? You are game? Content writing in specific subject area in the age of artificial intelligence is becoming one of the major boom. Okay? How? People will say that artificial intelligence is taking away jobs of medical writers and all of it. No. Building those artificial intelligence infrastructure needs human brain to teach those algorithms, make them knowledgeable until they become self-sufficient. That is not happening anytime sooner in next 20 years, I'm telling you. Okay? So, English people, English major, you came in here, what you will get in bioscience? Anybody, bioscience. If you are interested in, mathematics, the mathematical sciences, there is one from mathematics and information technology. Without mathematics and informatics in biology, we will not be able to do Mendelian cross. These are all ratios. Look, ecology people, they cannot model anything without probability. Go speak to them, interact. Amazing. That's how it is. You want to become a ecological modeler, right? Through your mathematical knowledge, you can give a solution for this hit by creating mathematical models. Badarpur city, what is happening? How many trees we have cut? How many hills we have destroyed around our environment in this region? You crunch the numbers. You are the mathematical modeler, and then they collect the data. You model. It's amazing, right? So, then political science. I will come now bioscience later because they came in here. I want to give them, the honor of being here. Political science. So I mentioned about in vitro fertilization, right? In vitro fertilization, basically those men and women, husband and wife, who are struggling for diseases, they can inseminate their sperm and the ova outside in a test tube because they have issues, medical issues, they cannot conceive inside. So those in the test tube, and then that fertilized ova can be implanted in the mother's womb, right? Those are the kind of in vitro fertilizations and everything. Moral and political philosophies behind that. How do we reconcile politically and philosophically in terms of law of the land? It's a big crisis in the United States of America. The United States of America has a lot of issues. In some states they have literally banned. Some states are conservative Christian countries that banned it. So they said no, our moral ethics, Abrahamic ethics doesn't agree with that. They have banned it. Another important aspect that is very political in context to India is bioscience, right? Bioscience has taken us to that level, and Another issue is surrogate motherhood, surrogacy. Okay, political science students, philosophy students, they have a role to play. How to deal with surrogacy. Bioscience has given us, and I am telling you, Maharashtra, Rajasthan, Gujarat, these states were a hub for European people, where those surrogacies and everything are banned, right? They come here and hire womb from, our poor woman, and then take away. As we speak, our nation does not have a political, philosophical framework of how do we deal with it. It's very, very critical. One baby born out of 3 parents. Unnatural, supernatural, I don't know what it is. Okay? But science has given that power to human beings. We have to resolve our moral and ethical dilemmas. That is where political science people and history people, they will come. What the Arabic person, Persian person, or a Sanskrit person will do here in bioscience. An Arabic person will derive Ibn Sina's Ibn Rushd's treatise, right? For more modern science, and Avicenna, Ibn Rushd, Ibn Khaldun's treatise on surgery, eye surgery, ocular mapping, Jabal al-Muqabala, right? Algebra, right? So those are the treatises of algebras that are being written. So these you can translate, you know it. What Sanskrit people will do. Sanskrit people can teach us what Charaka has taught us. Charaka is a treaty of this country, right? It is a treaty. You open up any chapter in Charaka, you have plenty of resources to do for the rest of your life in biosciences, right? Same. The Persian people can also derive many things from Persian civilization. So language is also important, right? So history, political science, all of it. Okay. So I got a little bit. I'm a geek. Literally, I read. I read a lot, and so that's how I kind of build my idea around me, how I think things. So amazing, you guys can have now. Let me give the bioscience people, right? All other people are taking away all your jobs, okay? You see, English people are taking your medical writing job, political science people are taking away your jobs, right? Come on, right? So, what you can do, bioscience people, and also all other people in this. You are having all your majors, right? You are doing bachelor's, and it's my assumption, correct me if I am wrong, you want to pursue probably the higher studies as well, right? After your BScs. Some of you, I am telling you, I want to mention it, my wife is a teacher. She, big fight amongst us is she will never join me in the United States. She loves teaching, in a university in India, so that's her passion, because she gets students from all across India and that are relatively, come from lower advantage background, so she loves that. So if after BSc, if you want to do a B.Ed and become a school teacher also, do not neglect that. Okay? I'm sharing with you, my parents were teachers too. Okay? So my father was a teacher, my mother was a teacher. So that's an avenue. You can become. However, I just want to make one thing very clear, that if you do not love teaching, as a medical director, I'm also an assistant professor in the department. I do teach. Okay? I do teach. I was telling somebody yesterday night that 1 hour of lecture once in a week I take. That other guy was also telling. that detoxify me from all other things. Because that 1 hour actually gives me the energy that I probably I gained something in 1 hour, right? So those people who love teaching, they will feel that. Okay? So if you love teaching, you have a path forward. Okay? This is one thing. Higher studies, bioscience people can go towards masters, in your own field. Okay? So in your own subject area, because many states have in this country has regulations that you have to have subject degree for your next job and all and all. Then you can do your PhD. Definitely during masters, study hard. Don't use your smartphone to make you a fool. Use your smartphone to be smarter than the smartphone. Okay? Solve all after BSc. Okay? All your BSc subject, whatever you are studying in all the 6 semesters, it will be very, very useful when you study in masters and prepare for your NAT exam. Do not forget your BSc books. This is one tip. Never forget your BSc books. If you want to go for higher studies and qualify in this nation, the NAT, JRF exams, do not forget your bachelor's books. That will help you. Okay? You can go forward with the PhD and all of it now. Another question is, what areas of jobs all these bioscience people will have, right? There are a lot of avenues out there because this is an era, in addition to bioscience, data generation, whatever had happened, in addition to AI, this is an era of biological sciences as well. People use it in different terms, someone will take biotechnology, microbiology, all of it. If you want to go towards specializations, you can go. Biotechnology is there, microbiology is there, biochemistry is there, where I got my degree. But, the more you go a little bit of, higher, then everything becomes very fluid, Everything looks same, Political science and science look same. By the way, just a question, trivia. Who is the father of political science? Okay. Who is father of zoology? Zoology matters. Wow, right? Zoology and political science. How does these are same? Think about it. Okay, those people, treatise of Aristotle, they were the thinkers of their time. He was one who is still a leading philosopher, right? So that's why buck stops at higher level, right? So now you can specialize in those. You can go for industry, okay? You can specialize in those masters, everything. You can go towards industry jobs. If you are really passionate about staying in academia, you can stay. Now, being a person, I want to give my example. I trade in both the sides. Okay? After my PhD, I went to Johns Hopkins School of Medicine for 5 years, and then I did 2 years of clinical fellowship. And right after fellowship, during peak of the COVID, I moved to industry. I worked for industry for 1 year. And after that, without an interview, without an application, just like this kind of talk in a conference hall, I got a job of at Penn University. Okay? I did not apply for that job, I'm telling you. It's real. It's real. So, make yourself, fluid. Do not fixate yourself. When I was switching to industry, many of my friends, including my family, my wife is an academician, she loves academics, so she will say you are a fool, okay? It's okay. इतना अच्छा किए हो, you are living now. after getting all this training and Hopkins brand and all of it, you were just leaving me in the desk. I said, okay, I just got the first day, let me check it out. I checked it out. Okay, I was happy there too, because those who are doers, if you are a doer, you will like it very, very well. Okay, there are industries coming up in India. I'm not touching up abroad yet. In India, literally a crunching happening in terms of biomanufacturing, biotechnology industry, in vitro diagnostic manufacturing industry. Okay, so lot of these things happening, and there are indigenous Indian new companies as well as the old companies like Tata's and Birla's, and even these days relatively new, but Reliance is no more a new company, it's like well established company, right? Reliance, they are investing heavily in those avenues, biomanufacturing. Okay, it could be from plant side, it could be from animal side, it could be from real applied biotechnology side. These avenues are open, right? Those who want you to pursue academics, you want to take a postdoc track, long journey. It's a long.
Example.
Please,
Okay.
please.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming even in skipping the duties. Thank you so much.
You, Tadia, come to the front bench. Tadia,
So,
come.
in terms of research, what I was trying to give you guys is the path of academic life is a steep one. It is an upheaval task. Sometimes you have to struggle. Sometimes you have to face drawbacks. So keep all these things in mind, prepare yourself, because 5 years of your time, and I'm telling you, my time or Barbhuiya's time in an university, 10 years back will be much more difficult. But you guys are getting all this air-conditioned room, give me a break. So you will get better conditions than us, okay? Than we had. But still, there will be challenges. Be prepared for that, okay? So if you want to do the PhD and academia road, long, okay? And it is doable, absolutely. You all of you can do. I want to be honest with you. People say I'm a little bit humble, but I just that's my reality. So I say that I'm just an average guy. That's it. That's why I did. If somebody says me I'm intelligent, I just decline. That helps me. That helps me. Because this is exactly what keeps me to the books. Okay? So, you can, and probably I am, I am an average guy. I work hard. Sometimes those working hard help me. Now, coming to the next point, I will just go back to that, how you can apply to universities abroad. Many of you may have, and you should. I'm not telling you, do not be. Knowledge is global. Knowledge is global. And you can be global citizen and do many, many things. So, a question. Be honest with you. How many of you would like to pursue higher studies abroad? Okay, quite a few. Absolutely fine. And I am telling you, Indian education system, I am a KG from a village to PhD from India, right? I went to Johns Hopkins. I have dates in my mind. I defended my PhD thesis in 13th of July 2013. Okay, July 13th, 2013. You know, one of my basically my grandfather from PhD life, Professor S. Lakotia, came to my PhD defense. Okay, he was very tough scientist in our field, life science. Google it, Google his name. You know, during 5 years back, he was the president of National Academy of Sciences. He was the editor-in-chief of, you know, the proceedings of National Academy of Sciences. 5 years back, when he had an issue with the government, he just resigned. That's it. That's how his standard of science. He doesn't care about any of these proceedings and all of it. He just resigned. So, very old man, you know, Professor Emeritus PhD. He came to me. My PhD thesis defense. I was taking a flight just after 1 week, July 19th. Just 7 days in my hand. His advice was, you know, as a grandson in science, you know, my PhD supervisor actually did his PhD with him. He was telling me that, Mustafa, don't spend too much time in US. Hey, you know, all these grandfathers will tell you this, right? That they want us back. So I was trying to. I was trying to come back too. But his wisdom, look at his wisdom. He knew that if this guy stays there for 5 years, he's not going to come back ever again. So he was just giving me, just go and check 2-3 years and come back. Okay? But it did not happen to me. You know, everybody's destiny is also different, right? Everybody. Now, what can I do? Higher education in United States. And what can I? It is achievable, doable. I am trying to do a lot of things here in India as well. You know, I mean, I have like Ahmed is here. We have, I mean, I have a foundation here in IIT Guwahati. You know, we have some activities going on. We do. You know, we are trying to promote a lot of things in Barbhuiya as well. I mean, literally there are projects going on. I run projects in these three districts. I run some projects in Gwalpara district as well, Kamrup as well, in MP as well. So, Madhya Pradesh, where I come, did my PhD. Now, after BSc, some of you, if you want to do a, say, PhD, because in United States and in Europe, after BSc, are you guys in a 4-year?
Yes,
4 year now, right? This new program, new education policy. 4 year. After 4 years of your bachelor's, you can directly apply for PhDs. Okay? In European and American countries, you can do that. Now, what you need? You need either IELTS or TOEFL. IELTS is a British English, you know, language teaching examination. The British Council operates in a very good way. But TOEFL is a US based. So American English and the US English is a little bit different. That's why this language teaching, you know, language examinations are different. This is one thing you need to, you know, qualify with certain marks. Now, in terms of education cost, United States is Mecca of education, Mecca of higher education, Mecca of research. Yes, it is true. However, getting a full ride, full scholarship in United States is also as competitive as that, because they are good, right? They get way more pool of applicants to choose from than European countries. However, Europe has an advantage. Like in European countries, you will almost get tuition-free PhD. That's a very good advantage from, you know, people from our background where we cannot match rupee versus dollar and euros, right? So, I would not mind if I go to Germany and do my PhD. I would go for it. If I get a full ride in Germany, I will prefer going there, right? Same for France, same for Italy or any other European countries that you deem appropriate. Okay? Coming back to United States. Application process in United States is way more difficult. And I just want to share with you, I probably shared with Ahmed and the group, I want to hear that, I serve in admission committees of our MD PhD committee. Last month I evaluated 150 applications. I did not approve one out of 150. Nobody got my check. That's how it is. I gave you an example. So if you are going towards that, prepare yourself. And graduate record examination, GRE, is one thing. There are two types of GREs. One is general GRE and the other type of GRE is subject GRE. Say for example, you are in bioscience, you want to pursue a biochemistry, microbiology, there will be subject graduate record examinations. You have to take that. Until and unless you have a good score in there, chance is very dim. You will be literally wasting your time, energy and money too, because it costs money. However, it is doable. People are going there. Again, what is different than your time and my time? Smartphone. Use your time. Don't make reels. Be real. Okay? Don't make just Insta and Facebook reels and all that fun stuff. I mean, it's okay, some of them, it's alright, 100 million followers and all these kinds of things. It's just like a bubble. Give me a break. It is bubble. Be real. Use this smartphone to make yourself smarter. GRE practice exams, you will somewhere find, if you are using Facebook and Insta, use it. Exploit it in your favor. You know what? You can save $50. Do you know how? There are Facebook groups that have hacked GRE practice papers. Use them. I'm telling you. You guys are smarter than me in using smart device probably. Use that. Save $50. You get, 50-page GRE practice set that will cost you $50 free if you know which Facebook group